Welcome to Chino Community Theater's production of A Christmas Story the Musical. Please take this time to turn off all cell phones and electronic devices, as they are a distraction to the actors and the people around you. The taking of photographs and the use of recording devices is strictly prohibited. At the conclusion of the first act, there will be a 15-minute intermission. Refreshments will be available in the lobby, but we ask that you enjoy those refreshments in the lobby or outside in the courtyard. Only water is allowed back inside the theater. Our 2018 season begins with The Importance of Being Earnest, which opens on January 12th. Visit the box office during intermission or during our business hours for more information on the 2018 season and future ticket sales. Without further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy Chino Community Theater's production of A Christmas Story the Musical.
Christmas Eve? Well, I am if you are. That's right, folks, right here at WOR Radio in the heart of Manhattan. It's the Gene Shepherd Show, your home of the greatest stories ever told by yours truly, of course. You know, on my way into the studio today, in the spanking December breeze, I came by a Salvation Army Santa Claus ringing his bell, and it reminded me of another Christmas, in another time, in another place, and a gun. Let me take you back to the exotic city of Holman, Indiana, where the state line ends abruptly at the icy, detergent-filled waters of Lake Michigan. You know, back then, Lake Michigan was so polluted, you could run halfway across it to Milwaukee before sinking to the bottom. Anyhow, it was there in Holman back in 1940 that I experienced my most important Yuletide season ever. Now, when I say I don't mean me necessarily. It's more of a universal I. And the I in this story is Ralphie Parker. So, sit back, relax, turn up the volume, and let's go! Street.
We have to go right now. I'm not kidding, boys. Do you want to miss it?
And my mother in the kitchen, trying in vain to get us bundled up and out the door.
Ralphie, Randy, I mean now. Oh, Mom. Randy, now.
My kid brother, Randy. And there I am, with the December issue of The Open Road for Boys, itchingly, nervously obsessing over a three-color frame, full-page, back-cover advertisement of the greatest gift a boy could ever hunger for, and realizing that time was my enemy.
By November, Thanksgiving's gone. Now where he helps me pass has a plastic reindeer on its lawn.
Ralphie, please!
It's almost Christmas, that's good to see. And there's a certain something that I want beneath my tree.
Frank, start the car! Boys
dogs from next door.
Get away from me, you rotten! No, no, no! Bumpus, come on!
The Bumpuses were so low down the evolutionary ladder, they didn't even figure into Darwin's family tree.
Yeah, it's coming, but black champs are making lots.
I have a mission, I have a plan. I know to get that gift, I really gotta get to my old man.
Stupid hillbillies!
And then there's mother, she can be tough. I'll drop a couple hints and maybe that'll be enough.
The store windows are lit at 6 o'clock. You don't want to miss it, do you, boys? Yeah, come on, Randy, we got to get to Higbee's.
Higbee's, the high watermark of the pre-Christmas season, was the corner window at Higbee's department store. And right now it was filled with gifts galore, including the gift of my constant yearning.
This year, don't wanna look like Ralphie. This year, I know the thing that I need, and I'm running out of time. We gotta go. Not a second can we spare, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas.
We're pulling out our hair, cause it all comes down to Christmas.
We've got one shot, and it's 24 days away. We have to hurry up, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas Day. I want a shiny red, I want a long toy. How about a flying old tree?
This year I want a wife who can cook.
I want my kids to learn
I hope they give me that raise.
And I'm running out of time. There's only 24 days to Christmas Day.
We're stripping and we're saving, cause it all comes down to Christmas.
We better start behaving, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas. We've got one shot, and it's 24 days away. Christmas Day, we'll break the bitter weather, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas. And make it through together, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas. We've got one shot, and it's 24 days away. It all comes down to Christmas Day. Almost Christmas, nearly Christmas Day.
Lincoln Locks, that's what I want!
Nancy, see Mrs. Claus sitting in the rocking chair? Take her toys! Take her toys!
Mama, Daddy, can I have the red wagon?
That's a red flyer, son. That is expensive.
Can I?
You'd have to ask that here. That's it! That's it!
Boys, at last you could own a...
An official Red Ryder carbine action BB gun! With the compass and the stock and this thing that tells time!
The fever was well upon me. For months I thought about a Red Ryder, and now there it was, the real thing!
You don't need a steed to be a cowboy. No, you're not a hero just by galloping off in the sun. What you really need to be a cowboy, fearless, keeping bandits trembling on the run. It's a Red Ryder carbine action BB gun.
That's right, boys! If you want to keep your homestead free of villains, I give you Old
See
Blue.
me standing guard up at my window. Protect the neighborhood so outlaws are always undone. And I'll guard them from that window. Show those weasels how the Wild West was won. Bang, bang! With the Red Ryder carbine action BB gun. My teacher could be kidnapped by a pack of goons. My class might be invaded by raccoons. The kids would hurry down the hall as tigers tried to eat them up, but they would be okay. A troop in and saved the day. And the girls inside say,
checks are getting stronger, cause it all comes down to Christmas.
I've got one shot, and
And
it's
it's
24 days away.
It all comes down to Christmas Day. Ralphie, Randy, breakfast. Get ready for school.
With only 23 days left until 0 hour, and my mission already well underway, my old man had embarked on a quest of his own.
Bills, bills, bills. Hey, look! Here it is!
The Depression days was the golden age of the crossword puzzle, and my old man was hooked. Contest after contest. He labored doggedly. He entered them all, but this was the furthest he'd ever gotten.
Oh!
What's wrong, dear?
What is the name of the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse?
Victor. His name is Victor.
How did you know that?
Oh, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
Is that another one of your silly contests?
Silly. You'll see. You'll see. I'll have you know I received official notice that I have made the semifinals. You could win $50,000 or hundreds of valuable prizes. I just have to finish this and get it in the mail by tomorrow, and I could be a winner.
It's nice, dear.
The wheels of my mind just keep on spinning. Another exhausting climb uphill. I always come close to almost winning. Just focus and think, I'm practically there. If I could get ink in each little square, I'd be the genius on Cleveland Street. Yeah, an intellectual elite. Ha ha! I could win an award, a trophy for all to see. Oh, imagine that! The genius on Cleveland Street. The guys and neighbors want to greet. That mental machine, the genius on Cleveland Street. I'm brimming with brains and skill and knowledge. I'm hardly a humdrum average Joe, so I didn't come from some dumb college. But if this could work, well then I could go from Parker the jerk to Parker the pro. I'd be the genius on Cleveland Street, the crackerjack that can be beat. So smart it's obscene, the genius on Cleveland Street. All right, 2 to go. The Danish prince that Shakespeare panned, stabbed and poisoned in the air. Hamlet! Ha! Captain Hook, he must destroy Tinkerbell's pal, forever a boy. P-E-T-E-R. 3 more letters. Okay. Peter and the Wolf. Peter the Great. Peter Piper, pick a pepper. No, that doesn't fit. Peter Rabbit. St. Peter's Bird. Hey, I am trying to think here. Oh, Peter Pan. Mr. Parker, you're the best. No question, you're the best we've ever seen. I'm the genius on Cleveland Street. The Wizard of the list complete. Now if I send it in, and somehow I win, they'll see that I'm the genius on Cleveland Street. Who won't go down in defeat. Let this be it. Let this be the one for the genius
Boys, breakfast, hurry! You'll both be late for school.
Get out of my way, Randy! You get out of my way, Ralphie! I was your first! Let's go! Let's do! Let's go! Let's do! Let's go! Let's do!
Hurry up and eat.
What is that?
Sounds like the furnace again, dear.
Clinkers again, cobbly gobbling, tootin' fruitin' clinkers. Sons, britches, motor flooding, cake sniffling, shirty bastards.
My old man was one of the most feared furnace fighters in all of northern Indiana. He had lots of practice. And that blue streak coming out of his mouth is equal to the blue smoke coming out of the furnace grate.
Who put the damper down? You have to leave it up. Clinkers again, cop, blubber, stink winking tongue dyers. The fuffle-looking, food-eating, farfel-looking, chickadee furnace is gone out again. Call the office and tell them I'll be late.
Profanity for us kids was strictly verboten. But my old man, that day, he wove a tapestry of obscenity that, as far as we know, is still floating in space over Lake Michigan. And my mother always tried to divert our attention from it.
Well, what do you want for Christmas, boys?
Now, I knew the old man would never get me a gun for Christmas. Maybe I could convince my mother. I only had 23 days left. How could I convince her that the Red Ryder wasn't just a Christmas present, it was a necessity?
Gotta find a subtle way to say it. Play it careful, don't seem desperate or undone. Get the Red Ryder carbine action BB gun. On a toy Zeppelin that lights up and makes noises.
That's nice. Ralphie?
Now, I knew this movement called for nuance and nonchalance, but sometimes you just...
An official Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle with the compass and the stock and the thing.
Oh, my tongue short-circuited my brain. I was dead. Even before she opened her mouth, I knew what was coming.
Ralphie, you'll shoot your eye out.
The classic mother BB gun block. That deadly phrase, uttered many times by hundreds of mothers, was not surmountable by any means known to kiddom. I had to rebuild the dike.
I was just kidding. I guess I'd like some, Tinker Toys?
Oh, Tinker Toys. I couldn't believe my own ears. She'd never buy it.
All right, boys, time for school.
Oh. Who can I turn to next?
Here, Ralphie, put on your things. Randy, let me help you.
Mom, it's too cold to go to school.
There was no question about staying home from school. It never entered anyone's mind. It was a hardier time, and Miss Shields was a hardier teacher, more so than the present breed. And cold and home, it was something that was accepted, like air, clouds, or parents. It was just a fact of nature, and not something to be used by a fraudulent scheme to stay out from going to school. And preparing to go to school was like preparing for extended deep sea diving.
Point your toe, Randy. There you go. Oh, almost. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay. Ralphie, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. This will have to. All right. Arms up, Randy. There we go. Arms. You're good. Okay, Ralphie, can you pull it down in the back there? Oh, goodness. Where'd you go, Randy? Are you in there? Oh, boy. Oh, hello. Oh, okay.
Put your foot in. Now, put your other foot in. Should I tie them or should I wait for school?
You just slip them on there. Okay. What was that?
Come on, Mom, we're gonna be late!
Wait, my arms down! I have my arms down! Right?
Solutions in Indiana can sometimes be very practical.
You'll put your arms down when you get to school.
Hey, listen, smartass! I asked my old man about sticking your tongue to the flagpole in the winter, and he says it'll stick, just like I told you.
Ah, baloney, what does your old man know?
My two best friends, Flick and Schwartz, my fellow wimps, all for one and one for all.
He knows because he once saw a guy stick his tongue to a railroad track on a bed, and the fire department, whew, they had to come and get his tongue unstuck.
You're full of beans, and so is your old man.
Hey, fellas, wait up!
I can't get up! I can't get up! I can't get up! Come on, guys! Ralphie, I can't get up!
Aw, Brady, we're gonna be late!
I can't! I'm so dead! I can't get up!
Come on, help your brother, Ralphie. Okay.
Scud Barkus and Grover Dill, the bully and his toady. We were about to be pummeled. These were the kind of meatheads that grew up fashioning car grills or becoming mafia hitmen or captains of industry.
Who's ready to say uncle?
On every playground, there's a war taking place between the police and the wimps that they chase. And if you're part of the pack, that's always under attack. You quickly learn that you don't fight back. When you're a wimp, they know that you don't have the guts.
And you wait every day to get kicked in the nuts.
That you take it again and again. When you're a wimp, when you're a wimp,
All right, Ralphie, say it.
Uncle!
Can't hear you.
Uncle! You do his homework. The question is this, you get an answer to the pound of his fist.
he gives that threatening glance, and you start wetting your pants. It's kind of clear that you got no chance. When you're a wimp, you don't even try to escape. But you work like a brute, you get sliced like this. And you try to survive till you're 10.
survive the wrath of the feared arm-twisting twosome, there was no avoiding the fact that my air rifle was in serious jeopardy. I couldn't even convince my own mother I needed it. I had to find another way.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Shields.
Our first activity of the day will be an in-class writing theme. Entitled, What I Want for Christmas.
I have found another way!
And as always, I expect good penmanship, careful conjugation, perfect punctuation, and close attention to the margins. Margins. Margins! You may begin.
If I could get Miss Shields to sympathize with my plight, she might phone my mother and implore her to get me that gun. Oh, that piece of cold blue steel will soon be mine if I could just stay within the margins. Oh, rarely had the words poured from my penny pencil with such feverish fluidity. To this day, I can recall the winged phrases and the concise imagery of that theme.
What I want for Christmas is a red rudder BB gun with the compass in the stock and this thing that tells time. Wow, that's great! I don't think a football is a very good Christmas present, but I think everybody should have a red rudder BB gun. You never know when you'll need it. Teacher in trouble, so get there on the double, or she'll face her doom.
Ralphie, do something!
Tension is mounting, 1 minute left and counting, till she goes kaboom!
Won't you save me, Ralphie? Tell this scoundrel to surrender!
I'll save the day.
Oh, he's got me, Ralphie! I could die in this disaster! Faster!
I'm on my way. Ralphie to the rescue. Oh, Ralphie to the rescue. Oh, one thing to do, time to turn to a ballad. Oh, stuck in a stable.
Got some cash to pick up.
Fill the bag with blue.
Tell it, the teller.
Don't you take over, feller.
Oh, we'll have to shoot hands in the air.
Won't you help us, Ralphie? Tell these robbers to release us.
Don't let me die!
Try and stop us, Ralphie.
Hope you're ready for some payback.
Stay back!
Forget the FBI.
Forget the FBI.
Ralphie to the rescue. Oh, Ralphie to the rescue. Oh, he's here to plug everything robbing crooks. So drop the door. Here we go. Cowboy, Cowboy Ralphie, the favorite son of Indiana with his gun and his bandana riding. I am Cowboy, Cowboy Ralphie. Just in time to fight some crime, just like we're shooting dead. You got go.
All right, children, it's time to turn in your themes. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Ralphie!
Oh, almost finished. I think a Red Ryder BB gun is a very great Christmas present, and I think everybody should have a Red Ryder BB gun.
I raced home, imagining Miss Shields reading our feet that very night, swooning, overwhelmed by a work of rhetorical genius. But there was one problem. A whole week had gone by, and Miss Shields still hadn't graded our themes. Gradually, my expectation turned to anxiety, followed by deep despair.
I've got one shot, and it's 17 days away.
Ralphie, Randy, time for supper. I just heard your father pull up. He'll be famished. Hurry up now and wash up.
Get out of here, you rotten Bumpers, you pay for this, you and your hog-hugging maid rolling hound. Get out of here, go on, get out of here.
Hello, dear. Did you have a good day?
Well, I did till quitting time. Then the olds wouldn't start. Again. So I had to get a jump. We're gonna have to have a new battery. Those things are up to $6 a piece these days.
Well, dear, a big plate of meatloaf and cabbage should cheer you up.
Oh, sure.
Now, hurry up, everyone, and wash up. Dinner's getting cold. I need to wash my hands. I washed them yesterday. New stains on the rug. Stray socks on the stairs. Piles of papers appearing right out of thin air. The sheets have been washed. The pans have been pressed. The floors have been scrubbed like a woman possessed. And it's steady, it's stable, a meal on the table each evening because that's what a mother does. Come here, you sit there and you eat.
Every family has that one kid who doesn't like to eat. In our case, it was my brother, Randy.
Can I have some more meatloaf?
My kid brother hasn't eaten voluntarily in over 3 years.
More potatoes, dear.
And my mother hasn't had a hot meal for herself in 15 years.
Sit down to stand up. You're back on your feet. Seconds and thirds while you still got a point you won't eat. But a mom has your ways. A mom knows her kid. She'll get him to eat without knowing he did. It's just one of her talents. She keeps life in balance in all of us. That's what a mother does. Starving people would be glad to have that.
Oh, meatloaf, double meatloaf, I hate meatloaf!
Where's the screwdriver and the plumber's helper? I'll pry his mouth open and stuff it in.
And he would have too, but my mother was a bit more subtle.
Randy, how did the little piggies go? That's right. Oink, oink. Nice little piggies.
My brother was deep into the 3 little pigs.
Now, Randy, how do the little piggies eat? Here's your trough. How do the little piggies eat? Be a good boy and show Mommy how the piggies eat.
It was disgusting.
That's right. Good little piggy. One thing down, million for you maids. Please, hands, keep crossing off the list. Home pages, get the kids to bed. Choose a Christmas story
These bills are never ending.
Another brilliant idea.
Here's a letter with no stamp on it. It's addressed to you.
Me?
How can they deliver a letter with no stamp on it?
Oh, it's a silly ad for a kid's BB gun. Those things are dangerous.
Rats! Oh, my fevered brain seethed with the effort to come up with an infinitely subtle device to implant the air rifle indelibly into my parents' consciousness without their being aware of it.
Flick says he saw some grizzly bears near Pulaski's candy store.
My parents looked at me like I had lobsters coming out of my ears.
That's quite interesting, dear.
If I couldn't get my parents' attention, I'd have to find another way. Miss Shields had to get those papers graded, and soon.
Mr. and Mrs. Parker, your extraordinary son Ralph has written the theme I have been waiting for all my life. What I want for Christmas is a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock and this thing that tells time. Sheer poetry, and the penmanship, the conjugation, the punctuation, all contained in the tightly constrained dictates of the margins. Ah! I can hardly control myself. Anyway, your son Ralph has convinced me beyond a doubt that he be given a Red Ryder BB gun for the protection of your family. After all, grizzly bears were spotted near Pulaski's candy store. Anyway, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, thank you for your time and for Ralph. My prize. My A++++++ student.
H cabbage, Ralphie, you need your roughage.
Who is that?
I'm not sure.
It's almost 7.
Telegram for you folks, Mrs. Parker.
What is it?
It's a telegram.
What does it say?
It's addressed to you. Well?
Look. Read it.
Dear Mr. Parker, congratulations. You have won a major award in our $50,000 Great Figures of World Literature contest. It will arrive by special messenger tonight. Congratulations, you are a winner.
I am a winner. I'm a winner.
But a winner of what?
Well, don't you see? It could be anything. It could be a new house, a new car. It could be a trip to Paris. A guy in Terre Haute won a bowling alley.
How could they deliver a bowling alley?
Well, they could deliver the deed, for Christ's sake. It's here. Oh, my God, it's here.
Frank Parker,
Yeah?
son here. All right, hold him.
Yo, watch out for the lady. What is it? But what is it?
I don't know.
Oh, careful, dear. Look what it says on the side.
Fragile. Must be Italian. I want an Italian prize. Fragile.
I think that's as fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah. Crowbar. Give me a crowbar. And a hammer. Give me a hammer. This is proof I'm someone. I'm a someone very wise. When you're this astute, you get saluted with a prize. And when that prize arrives in a giant wooden crate, you know it's something great.
The old man worked with supercharged haste to lay bare the hard-won symbol of his victory.
Oh, Oh, Mr. Parker, who would believe the glory of the gift that you're about to receive?
What is it?
Oh, it's a leg.
What is it?
Oh, it's a leg. Like a statue.
A big statue. We want a statue.
Wait a minute. There's something else in this box.
What?
Holy smokes. Do you know what this is?
What?
It's a lamp.
It's a lamp?
It's a major award. I want a major award. I want a grand slam, big fat wham bam, shake that award. I want a major award. I want a major award. It's me, I see the G. It's a major award. Oh, this is exactly what we need for the front window.
Oh, now dear, I'm not so sure the front window is the best place.
The snap of a few sparks, the quick whip of ozone, and the lamp blazes forth in unparalleled glory. Ain't that something?
Oh, it's something, all right.
Wait, I want to see this from outside.
The lamp, to my mother's consternation, could be seen up and down Cleveland Street.
Oh, you should see it from out here.
Oh, I can see it fine from here.
Move a little forward, honey.
Forward?
Yeah, towards me.
What on earth is that?
Guess what?
That window such a low.
Oh, that's a big time honor and award. I never know. Now that is a patent proof that your neighbor is a champ. It looks just like a lamp. That there's a statue, a fine work of art, a prize that they bestow upon the extra super smart. Friends, it's a major award. I want a major award.
What he wanted tea.
I see.
He won a major award. It's a trophy you can cherish. What a beauty.
Oh, it's garish.
He's a winner, that's for certain.
Maybe they should close the curtain or a window slightly overboard.
Don't you get it, ladies? It's a major award.
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 Frank Parker did it, how remarkably grand. Frank Parker did it, now the world will understand.
I'm a love genius on Cleveland Street. A taste of victory so sweet. Now watch it ignite, this little light of mine. Let it because red hot, look what I've got a war. He won a major award. He won a major award. Yes, it's a true scholastic. Careful, it's plastic. Who has got every answer correct? I did it! So impressed, he's a man you gotta respect. So come and meet the genius on Cleveland Street and won it. He won a major award. A major award. A major award.
Needless to say, the leg lamp was the #1 topic of conversation in the neighborhood. Despite my mother's futile protestations of the glowing electric sex display, my old man was resolute in keeping the symbol of his newfound self-esteem in the front window for all to see.
Get away, you dingle dogs! Get away from me! Come on, everybody, gotta hurry up! We don't hurry up, we're gonna miss all the good trees!
We're coming, we're coming. Oh, goodness gracious. I'll be just a minute, dear.
I get to pick up the tree this time. No, I get to pick up the tree this time. You picked it out last time. Did not. Did too. Did not. Did too. Did not. Did too.
Shut up! Pick out the tree together. Which one I like, we'll get it. Now, get in the car. Come on, get in the car. Hey, who turned out the light?
Oh, we don't want to miss out on all the good trees, do we, dear?
Yeah, come on, Dad.
We don't want to miss out on all the good
We don't want to waste electricity, do
no,
we, dear?
never waste
Come on,
electricity in
Dad,
our
let's
house,
go.
no. We'll brave the bitter weather, cause it all comes down to Christmas. And make it through together, cause it all comes down to Christmas. We've got one shot, and it's only 12 days away. We have to hurry up, cause it all comes down to Christmas. Oh, Liberty, jibbin, mucker, mucker, corn doodle doo.
What is it, dear?
Nobody move. We have a flat.
My old man's tires were actually only tires in the academic sense. They were round, and they were made out of rubber. But the tread on them was so thin, you could read the want ads of the Tribune right through them.
It's the front left this time. I'll get the jack and change it. 4 minutes. Time me.
My old man actually loved this. He saw himself like he's in the pit of the Indianapolis 500 Speedway.
Okay, nobody get out of the car. I don't want it falling on anybody in case the jack fails. 4 minutes. Go!
Why don't you go out and help your father change the tire?
Really? Can I?
Yes.
It had never been suggested that I help my old man with anything before.
What are you doing?
Mom said I should help.
Oh, yeah? Well, stand there and hold this. No, hold it like a man. All right, now, I'm going to be putting the lug nuts in there, so whatever you do, don't move.
So the old man kept at it, and I held on to that hubcap in a death grip. When my old man said, don't move, what he actually meant was, don't breathe. But I could do it. I would do anything to prove myself worthy.
Oh, God, son, cricking my knee. Oh.
The lug nuts went flying through the air. They were silhouetted by the moonlight, and then they were gone. I lost all sense of where I was or who I was with.
Oh, fudge.
Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word, the queen mother of all dirty words, the F-dash word. I had broken the #1 verboten rule, and I was awfully young to die.
What did you say? Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Get in the car. Go ahead. Get in the car. Rich's loaded plumbing keeps sniff with shirty bastard. No, dude.
Eight minutes.
Do you want to know what your son just said?
What?
I'll tell you what he said. Ready?
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
I was dead. What would it be? The guillotine? The hanging? The rack? The chair? Chinese water torture? No. Mere child's play for what awaited me.
Open up, Ralphie.
Now, I have become quite a connoisseur of soap. My personal preference was Lux, but I found Palmolive to be quite piquant with a mellow smoothness. Lifebuoy, on the other hand?
Yeah. Now, where did you hear that word?
Now, I've heard that word at least 12 times a day from my old man. My old man worked in profanity the way other artists might work in oils or clays. It really was his true medium. But I chickened out.
Well, are you ready to tell me?
Look. Schwartz.
Oh, I see.
No.
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Schwartz.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Parker. How are you?
I'm fine. Do you know what Ralph just said?
Oh, well, I hear all the kids are saying smart ass these days.
No. He said,
Oh, no, not that.
yes, that. And do you know where he heard it?
Well, probably from his father.
No. He heard it from your son.
What?
What? What?
Mom? Oh, don't mommy. Get in the room right now. Say, what is
Goodbye, Red Rider.
My dream is over.
Die.
Dead. There's no way I'll get that gun when I just heard what I
It's a disaster.
said. There's nothing worse.
'Cause Christmas doesn't come for little kitties who curse. How about a big lump of coal?
No great presents from the North Pole.
There's not enough time.
You can't say something rotten, 'cause it all comes down to Christmas. Oh, this won't be forgotten.
'Cause it all comes down to Christmas.
I've got one shot, and I'm watching it slip away.
Come on, kid. Now you have to pay the price for having the most lousy, lonely, dreadful, dreary, horrid, hellish, wretched, ruined Christmas Day.
There will now be a 15-minute intermission.
Hope she comes back.
Welcome back. Please remember to silence all cell phones and electronic devices.
After the Lifebuoy soap debacle, my fate rested on a good grade from Miss Shields and keeping my nose clean until Christmas. But all of that would be severely challenged by an incident that will become infamous at Warren G. Harding Elementary School.
All right, there's the flagpole. Why don't you go put your tongue on it? I double dare you.
Now, the exact exchange and nuance of phrase in this ritual is very important.
You kidding? Stick my tongue in that stupid hole? That's dumb.
That's because you know it'll stick. You're full of it. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I double dog dare you.
Now we're serious. A double dog dare. What was left was a triple dare, followed by the coup de grace of all dares, the sinister triple dog dare.
I triple dog dare.
Schwartz created a slight breach of etiquette by skipping the triple dare and going right for the throat.
It's a sticky situation, maybe Flick is just full of hot air.
But there's a standard expectation. He's got no choice of doing the dare.
You can't skip the standard triple for the triple dog dare attack.
But Schwartz is stopping saying, and there ain't no way of taking it back.
It's a sticky, sticky, sticky situation.
All right. Well, go on, smart ass, and do it. I'm going.
Flick's spine stiffened, his lip curled into a sneer. There was no going back now.
This is nothing. Stop!
What did he say?
Jeez, it really worked!
Wow, Schwartz's old man was right.
I told you! But I help me. What are we going to do?
The bell rang. We gotta go back in.
But what are we going to do?
The horns of a dilemma. Good little boys who are on time for class got what they wanted for Christmas, even BB guns. But bad little boys who triple dog dare their best friend to stick their tongue to a flagpole? Well, what would you do?
Let's go.
Come on!
Yeah, let's get out of there. As we raced back to class after recess, leaving poor Flick fastened to the flagpole, there was only one thought on my mind. We had to get our things back today. It was the last day before Christmas vacation.
Esther Jane, Ralphie, Flick. Where's Flick? Has anyone seen Flick? He was at recess, wasn't he? Ralphie, have you seen Flick?
Flick? Flick who?
It's a sticky situation in the thick of this crazy event.
So do you try a look?
An explanation of where Flick might could have possibly went. He ran away.
He forgot his lunch.
He died. You just don't dare admit it. If you're caught, they might call you to jail. And in jail, they don't have Christmas. And Santa doesn't answer your mail. It's a sticky, 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 sticky situation.
I said, has anyone seen Flick? Esther Jane. Oh my Lord!
It's a sticky situation, gotta quick to get the boy to relax. He'll need immediate hydration.
If that don't work, I'll break out the axe.
He can die right here at recess unless we buy him off of that bowl.
It's a sticky, 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 ooh! Sticky, 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 ooh! Sticky, sticky, sticky situation!
Now I know some of you put Flick up to this, and those who did know their blame. And I'm sure the guilt is far worse than any problem that you might receive. Don't you feel terrible? Don't you feel remorse for what you've done?
Adults love to say things like that, but kids know better. We know it's better not to get caught.
Well, that's all I'm going to say about poor Flick. On a brighter note, I have your Christmas themes for you.
At last.
They were generally pretty good, except for the margins. Now, no peeking. Take a look.
I held my breath as I looked at the paper. I imagined Miss Shields was restraining her verbal praise in deference to the ordinary intelligence of my classmates. But I'm sure that the multiple pluses were fairly dripping to the floor. Except there was only one plus.
C+!
And a note at the bottom.
P.S. You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh,
Get away, boy!
C plus, not an A, not a B, but a C plus. The boss isn't happy, chasing the crest. Your report came short, so you failed the test. Ha! Oh, Ralphie, you're done. That's a fact. So give up the gun or you're gonna get whacked. It's alright.
It's alright. Meet the gal who makes the grade. Here she comes to serenade. Who can face the power she wields?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shields! Your theme was for a laugh. You'll shoot your eye out. You're barely 9.5. You'll shoot your eye out. Seems like your big dreams ought to be left off the shelf. Why aim for the sky if you're not careful, kid? You'll shoot yourself. I hate to spoil the fun. You'll shoot your eye out. But Hans, start kissing that gun goodbye. Well, shoot, it's cute that you desire it. But the moment that you fire it, you'll shoot your eye out. I'm sure you're sick of my shrill, but you'll shoot your eye out. And though you gave it a real good try, I bet that you regret letting a little bullet crack your retina. You'll shoot your eye out. Come on, pass that to me. Let's place the line down. Here we go.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Ha ha ha.
jerk. Hey, Parker. When I say come here, you better come here.
Better do what he says, Ralphie boy.
Ah, the venomous vipers of the jungle appear once again.
Come on, Ralphie, let's go on home.
But sometimes in this wild wilderness, there appears a small red demon, a beady-eyed carnivore, an insane little beast that, on occasion, inhabits us all.
Oh, it's the widow cry, baby, gonna cry.
You gonna cry?
Cry, baby.
Cry, baby.
Cry!
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 On this day, at that moment, the beast not only inhabited me, it consumed me, it possessed me, and I threw myself at my tormentor with a strength I'd never known.
Ah! Go bust your best self! You probably get on the
By then I got beyond profanity and I was speaking in tongues.
Doodle do!
When you're a wimp, you patiently wait for the day when the tables are turned and you're making a play. Stop that!
But he's Scott Farkas. Ralphie just showed him who's boss.
I don't care about Scott Farkas. He's a big bully. That makes no difference. Now, all of you go home. Have a Merry Christmas.
I did it. I won. I pummeled Farkas and I sent Dill running for the hills.
Ralphie.
But I had also disappointed my mother, losing any chance of procuring my coveted air rifle. Surely my fate was sealed when the old man found out about the profanity and the fight.
Catch your breath and look around. There's no monster waiting by. Nothing's crumbling to the ground. Nothing's tumbling from the sky. Notice how the world keeps turning. Life goes on. A moment comes. Just like that. The moment's gone. If you slip and scrape your knee, think it's never gonna heal. In a day or two you'll see it's just not that big a deal. And you're back to jumping, laughing. You moment comes, and just like that, moment's gone. Oh, Ralphie, go upstairs and lie down. Randy, hi. Can I come in? Oh, what's the matter? What you crying for? Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. No, he's not. I can promise you Daddy isn't gonna kill anybody. You want your milk? You do? Randy. All these crazy moments are past and they're gone. Crazy, messy moments, and you try to hold on, 'cause they pass you in an instant, pass you by so fast. Don't forget to remember these moments never last.
The old man was home. I'd be drawn and quartered for sure when he found out about the fight.
And away you mangy mouth rodents. You get! Mama's keep your slumber now out of my yard!
Hello, dear. How was your day?
Oh, the Bears say they're going to start Bullholtz this Sunday. The worst quarterback in... Where are your glasses? Did you lose your glasses again?
Here, Ralphie. Here are your glasses. You left them on the radio. Don't you do that again.
Oh. What happened today?
Oh, Ralphie got into a fight.
A fight? What kind of fight?
Oh, it was... Oh, you know how boys are. It wasn't much. I gave him a talking to. You say the Bears are going to start Bullholtz this Sunday?
Yeah. I didn't know you paid attention to...
Why didn't you go to the game? Take Ralphie with you.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll probably freeze our keisters off. Never mind, I gotta go put some antifreeze in the holes.
I couldn't believe my ears. Perhaps I wasn't about to be destroyed after all.
Notice how the world keeps turning. Life goes on.
After that, things were different between me and my mother.
Just like that.
Moment's gone.
As my mood slowly lifted, I began to realize that all was not lost. There was one last hope, right downtown at Higby's department store.
Gotta find a way to get to Santa. Tell him clearly and he'll hear me. He's the one. Get the red butter carbine activity begun.
Christmas cheer is here to stay. We stock the shelves with serve the toys to take your breath away. Come to explore all that and more at Higby's store today.
Ow! 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 All right, none of you are going to see Santa. Now shut up!
Why do you care?
Well, it's about time.
My little big kid.
Take your toys to the X-ray one.
And in my shift, so only one gift. And why is the suit so tight? I'm gonna chafe all night.
A teddy bear, a peanut for sex.
I get an earful.
A powder pin, a nuclear
Gotta
force.
be cheerful.
Up and a collie named Fluffy.
Give me a break. How long can I take this crap?
Ah!
Out on Santa's lap, little Nancy wants a new toy trade. Little Nancy's driving me insane. Lovely Christmas mob, I hate my job. Santa's lap, little kittens are ready over time for the little pigs to come to climb on Santa's lap. He's a wet one! Someone get him off me!
Well, let's help him.
I can't make a sound in. What is he like?
I wanted to bite, but how should I answer it?
Could you move off of it? What is he thinking?
Merry Christmas!
What is he drinking? Who knows what he might pull out of that red cap? Up on Santa's lap, he can make your Christmas dreams come true.
Which is something that I rarely do. How?
On Santa's lap,
Next!
see the beastly brats before us, stretching miles through the aisles of the store. Pleading Santa, don't ignore us now.
After 2 eons and 59 minutes, it was the Parker boys' turn to climb Mount Olympus.
Up on Santa's lap. Up on Santa's lap.
What's your name, little boy?
Come on, kid.
It's nearly 9. The store's closing.
What do you want for Christmas?
My mind had gone blank. I was blowing it.
Hurry up, kid. How about a nice football?
Football? Oh, what's a football? Without conscious will, my voice squeaked out.
Football.
Okay, get him out of here.
Football? What was I doing? Wake up, stupid! Wake up!
No. I wanted a Fisher Red Butter combat at 200 shot range model air rifle.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Up on Santa's lap.
Tell your crummies that you got the food.
Now we're hoping so you have to do.
Have a nice Christmas. Up on Santa's lap. Let's take it all the time we got. Come to one of the end, you get one shot.
On Santa's lap.
On Santa's lap. On Santa's lap. Ho, 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 ho.
Despite my near debacle with Santa and the elves, I had managed to log my air rifle request with the big man. Who knows? Maybe I might get an air rifle and a football. It was Christmas Eve. I had renewed reason for optimism. But that's always when life plays tricks on you. Cruel and unexpected tricks.
What broke? What was that? What broke?
At that moment, the old man knew something he had feared from the very first day had come to pass.
Lamp. I don't know what happened. I was just fixing the garland and
You were always jealous of that lamp.
jealous of a plastic leg.
You were jealous because I won.
That's ridiculous. Jealous. Jealous of what? That was the ugliest lamp I ever saw.
Get the glue.
We're out of glue.
Ah! You used up all the glue on purpose!
Randy used the rest of the glue on a school project, and I haven't had time to buy some more.
Then I shall buy some more.
At 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve?
Oh, I'll find some somewhere. And don't touch that lamp. Don't touch that lamp! Not a finger!
I've never wanted to touch that lamp!
Well, you certainly touched it tonight, didn't you?
Boys, I'm going over to Mrs. Cartwright's. Randy, you need to finish your dinner. You're the only one who didn't eat.
Nothing like this had ever happened before.
Wow.
I rapidly thought of a plot that might pay dividends on Christmas morning if it worked.
Grab that piece from the floor, fix it up like before. Take a knee, weight, lift it higher. Don't forget that it broke. There we go. Is that small? Oh my gosh, it smells like fire. Ah! Here, take the heel of the shoe. We're your plate. Won't believe that you would try to swallow just one carrot.
I don't know if I can.
Open up, be a man.
It's too much.
Then fine, we'll share it. Hey, if you just take a bite, they won't remember their fight. Force it down really quick.
I forgot to get it.
This could work. We need a better plan before the old man comes home. If he sees that the lamp is on, if she sees that the food is gone, maybe then that's when everything will be okay again.
Later, the old man returned with 5 bottles of extra strength glue. He worked furiously but futilely for at least an hour before giving up to the inevitability that his precious leg was lost. A short while later, my mother returned.
What can I trust?
If I was,
What I meant?
it's because
How on earth
it got this way.
when I said
I was so,
and I tried?
yes, I know.
Listen, Frank, what I need to say.
I'm sorry. Look at it.
The white flag had been waved. The war was over. Peace had once again returned to the land. With as much dignity as he could muster, the old man took what was left of his major award, carried it out into the backyard, and buried it next to the garage. I couldn't be certain, but I thought I could hear. With the family unit back intact, we began to look forward to the day ahead. We knew that Santa and the reindeer had already left the North Pole, and that all good little boys and girls had to be in bed before they'd arrive. They just had to be.
It's 9 o'clock, boys. Time to go to sleep. Santa's on his way.
Ralphie, are you asleep? Not yet. Are you? I think so. I toss and turn and toss again. Hear the clock tick-tock, it goes so slow. Legs criss-cross again. Count a billion sheep, but I still can't sleep right when I'm gonna bust. Flip-flop and readjust. Can't go to bed instead. My mind begins to race. Something's taking place. Every year I wait up to hear him go ho, ho, ho. 'Cause I know somewhere over in Indiana, Santa's covering ground.
played Santa last year. Ralphie, you play Santa.
Aww.
Ralphie plays Santa.
Okay. Go right now. This one's hard. I'm so excited! Thank you, Ralphie!
I can't assignmentize. Thank you, Ralphie.
From me to you.
Oh. Oh, you gave me a blue ball. Blue bowling ball. Thank you, dear.
This has to be the box, cause it all comes down to Christmas. I can't get stuck with socks, and it all comes down to Christmas. I've got one shot, and it's one thing I'll give away. It has to be, it has to be, it has to be, it has to be the gun on Christmas.
Aunt Clara always gives you the nicest things. Why don't you go on and put it on, Ralphie?
I don't want to.
Go on.
Which one is Aunt Clara? Is she the one with the mustache?
She has a slight mustache, yes, but she's very nice.
She's not nice to me. I think she used to play linebacker for the Packers.
Hurry up, Ralphie.
Now, it was known throughout the Midwest that my old man was a jerky junkie. A bona fide golly Turkana's freak.
Frank, don't pick at it. You'll get sick. It still needs basting and back in the oven.
This piece looks cooked. Turkey, having turkey on.
Frank, please. Now, Ralphie, you come out here and you show us that present.
I don't want to.
Come out here and you show us what Aunt Clara gave you. She went to all that trouble to make it. Come out here. You come out here. Come out. Oh, that's so
My Aunt Clara had labored for years under the false delusion that I was not only perpetually 4 years old, but also a girl.
That's the most precious thing I've ever seen.
If Flicker Schwartz were to see me in this, my life at school would be a veritable hell.
Shut up, Randy!
He looks so sweet.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
Oh, he does not.
He does too. He looks like a pink nightmare. Are you happy wearing that? You want to take it off? Come on, tell the kid to take it off.
All right, you only have to wear it when Aunt Clara visits.
You know, his wine is not bad. It's not good either, but here, you want to sip?
Sure.
No, you don't. Now, did you have a nice Christmas, Ralph?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah? Did you get everything you wanted?
Almost.
Almost, huh? Well, that's life. There's always next year. Hey, what is that right over there?
Where?
Right over there beside the counter. I think I see something. You better go check it out.
What is it, Frank?
In a vision, we're better from an action TV gun. With the compass of the spec and this thing that tells time.
Who put it there?
Santa Claus. I had one when I was his age.
It was beautiful. I couldn't wait to try it out.
Be careful here. Let me help you load it. You want to spill any of the beepies on the floor?
Can I try it out, Mom? Can I?
Okay, but be careful. I still think those things are dangerous. And don't shoot any birds or animals.
Except for the bumpus hounds.
Ralphie to the rescue! Oh, Ralphie to the rescue! Oh, fire is fast, he's a cowboy at last. Just watch him glow, glow, glow.
Okay, Blackmore. Now you get yours.
Oh my God! I shot my eye out.
Ralphie, you be careful out there. Don't shoot your eye out.
She hadn't seen. She didn't know. My eyes all right. The BB must have hit my glasses and my glasses. Oh no, my glasses. Few things bring such swift and terrible retribution to a kid as a pair of busted glasses. But, oh no.
Oh no!
Pulverized. Oh, I quickly thought of a spectacular plot. I quickly whipped up some tears.
Mommy! Ralphie? What's the matter, baby? What happened?
This icicle.
An icicle?
I fell off the garage and my cheek and I broke my glasses.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's just a little bump. Oh, you poor thing. You're lucky it didn't hit your eye. Those icicles have been known to kill people.
What about my glasses?
Oh, well, you can wear the old ones with the scratch in them until we can get you a new pair.
It worked. Oh, victory was mine. Oh, life is like that sometimes. At the height of your reveries, when your joy is at its zenith, when all is right in the world, sometimes the most unthinkable disasters descend upon you.
Hey! Come back! Come back! Oh, get out of here! Come on! Get out of here! Bumpus, the hell's the door? You left the door open!
The heavenly aroma still hung in the air, but it was gone, all gone. No turkey sandwiches, no turkey salad, no turkey hash, no turkey nothing. It was gone, all gone.
All right, that's it. Everybody, get your coat. We're going out to eat.
Now, there was only one place that might be open on Christmas Day in Holman, Indiana, and we'd never been there before. But we were in luck. It was open.
Table for four? Yes. Do you have turkey?
Duck.
Duck.
Tastes just like turkey.
All right then, duck. Not a lot of people here, are there?
They're all at home with their families.
Oh, look, there are the Schwartzes.
Oh, it's
Yes, I mean, it's a lovely duck. It really is. But you see, it's smiling at me.
And now I sing American Christmas song like the Bing Crosby. Deck the hall without a hurry, fa-ra-ra-ra-ra, 'tis the season to be jolly, fa-ra-ra-ra-ra. Don we our gay apparel, la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, throw the ancient Yuletide carol, la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
to live in our memories as the Christmas when we discovered Chinese turkey.
What a perfect scene on a Christmas night. Though we may be stuck with duck, still the world's alright.
And you have to laugh. It's a giant mess. But if no one cried
Or died, it's a big success, right?
This year we nearly went insane.
This year we traded stuffing for chow mein.
Of course.
What a Christmas story to behold. A crazy Christmas story to be told. Got a bird with no head, a pot full of tea.
What's to be said when you are here next to me?
Who could want much more? Our Christmas story.
I had one big wish.
Santa somehow knew.
Right before my eyes, surprise, my wish came true.
This year we might not have a lot.
This year, I'll tell you one thing that we've got. What a Christmas story to behold. A crazy Christmas story to be told. Cheap Christmas wines,
Slush in the streets.
clouds and the lines, they make the season complete. Who could ask for more? This Christmas story. Years may pass, but still we will remember. Wonder where we'll be here together this December. Around our tree, singing every girl and boy, with a heart so full of joy. From far away, we'll say, what a Christmas story to be. What a Christmas story to be. A crazy Christmas story to be told.
Back in those days, we never asked ourselves, do my parents love me? It never entered your mind. They were there. They took care of you. Their job was to raise you. Your job was to let them. When they said, don't run with scissors, button your jacket, they'll shoot your eye out. Maybe they didn't even know it. But that's what it was. Love. As I lay there in the dark, next to my cold blue steel beauty, the greatest gift I had ever received. My old man, my dad, gave it to me. That's why it would be the greatest gift I would ever receive. As the excitement of the day gradually subsided, I drifted off to sleep, pranging ducks on the wing and getting spectacular hip shots.
Christmas
Good night, all. Thank you for listening. Merry Christmas.
We'll get together. Take care.
It was collateral damage.
It was funny.